Welcome back to another Honkai Impact 3 video. It's your homie Cody GT, and in today's video, my boys, first of all, I wanted to start today's video by apologizing once again for not uploading a video in quite some time. I just been so extremely busy, my boys, and I know I say this every time, but my life has been hectic. It's been very busy, so I've had a hard time trying to upload a video and get them out to you. Especially, I feel bad because there's so many new things that have come out on the global side of Honkai Impact 3 that I have not covered, and I feel terrible that I have not covered them sooner. So with that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and cover those things. I know I'm late to it, and I know you guys probably know all about it already, but you know what? I know there's probably a few of you that still want to see me go ahead and cover it, and I'm gonna go ahead and do that for you in the coming videos. Now, in today's video, because I did a poll in my community tab, if you do not know, I put an announcement in the Discord. By the way, go ahead and go down to the description below, hit the link there. It's a link to the Discord. Go ahead and join the Discord today. I did an announcement there that I did a poll on my community tab, just asking what you guys would like to see, because I'm late to everything, and you guys wanted some Shadow Knight gameplay, which I planned on doing anyways. So that's what we're going to go ahead and do in today's video. Now, if you enjoy the video, you like what you see, go ahead and drop a like. It's greatly appreciated. It means a lot to me. And if you're new to the channel and you like the content today, go ahead and consider subscribing for more content like this and much more in the future. And remember to hit the notification bell to stay notified every time I do upload a new video or go live. Now, with that being said, my boys, we are going to jump into some gameplay of Shadow Knight. I have been wanting to show her off for a little bit now, and we can finally go ahead and do that. Now, I will start off by saying really quickly that Shadow Knight is one of my most favorite Valkyries to go ahead and use as of to date. So she's been just really fantastic. I use her all the time because she just fits so well, because she's a mecha type Valkyrie. She fits on a lot of my teams because on my account I was missing a mecha type Valkyrie that just really outputs the damage for me and fits my gameplay style, and Shadow Knight does just that. So before we jump into the gameplay, just wanted to go over her really quickly. Just a quick overview. So Shadow Knight, a S rank Valkyrie, natural S rank. She deals constant melee DPS damage, capable of dealing massive lightning damage as well. Ultimate skill creates a lightning zone to boost DPS. That's basically that Eclipse mode. As you can see, DPS burst and survive is off the charts. Now, Raging Tiger, when SP is above 60, cast Sheet Key Crescent to enter Eclipse mode. Spend 6 SP per second, minus 100% attack, SP recovery, and gains 40% lightning damage. Max duration 60 seconds. When Eclipse ends, recover 30% of initial SP when casting the skill. So that is going to be the bread and butter when it comes to Shadow Knight. You want to get her into Eclipse mode. That's where she's going to deal the most damage, and that's where she's really going to shine, and I will go ahead and show that off in today's video. Now, Lethal Arts, leader bonus. Team gains 24% elemental damage. Non-Kiana, Mei, or Bronya characters get an additional 30 SP upon switch entry, which is really cool, and that's a good leader skill. I don't use it too often, but it is a good leader skill. Main combination, Lightning Bleed and Immobilize. Now, the applicable formation is Valkyrie Cherry and Lightning Empress. Lightning Empress for the leader skill and her lightning buff, and then Valkyrie Chariot to be able to pull the enemies into a large area. But the great thing about Shadow Knight and her Eclipse mode is once you do the Eclipse mode, it gathers the enemies together for you. So that's pretty cool, and I'll show that off as well. Now, the equipment. Okay, so this is something I wanted to go ahead and announce. If you've seen my last video, that was my video summoning for her equipment. In that video, you saw me get the Monet bottom. I did not get any of the other Monets, and I did not get her gauntlet in that video. Now, I did a couple of multis off screen, not on videos, and I was able to go ahead and pull her gauntlet, which was awesome. So I have her gauntlet, and I have the Monet bottom. I don't have the top or mid, which kind of sucks. I still want one of them, at least the top. We'll see. I don't know if I'm going to go back in to go ahead and try, but we'll see. We'll see. Maybe on this video. I don't know. So, that is her applicable equipment. Now, going over to what I have on my Shadow Knight right now. Well, start off, she is level 72. I do have her gauntlets, and I have maxed her gauntlets out, which is fantastic. They really do good damage. Now, basically, her gauntlet is the weapon skill. It deals 5 attack of damage to enemies in front. Enemies are also knocked airborne and bleed, taking 500 physical damage every half second for 8 seconds. And it has a SP of 15 and a cooldown of 20 seconds. Now, the passive on this weapon is gain 40% lightning damage. That's just what makes these gauntlets really good, especially for Shadow Knight. So I really enjoy these gauntlets, and they look phenomenal. They're very applicable as far as the way they look on her. So that is another great benefit, especially when you max them out. They have that nice neon glow to them. So moving on from there, we have the Stigmata. So like I mentioned, I was only able to pull the Monet bottom. I don't have the Shakespeare top, which would have been another good replacement to go ahead and put for the top, and I don't have any of the good mids. So I went with the free-to-play Darwin top and the free-to-play Darwin mid, and then I went just with the Monet bottom. Now I don't have the Darwin, either one of them maxed out, almost, but I did max out the Monet bottom. Now the reason I haven't maxed out the top or the mid, one, I was kind of running out of resources. Secondly, I may still pull for the other ones, and if I pull for the other Monets, I'm gonna go ahead and put those on instead and then max those out. So I was gonna kind of hold off on that till I get the resources. But with that being said, the top, for every 15 combo hit count, gain 5% lightning damage dealt, stacks up to 4 times, damage buff applies for current combat. So that is a good buff for the lightning damage. And then the mid, for every 1 hit taken by the character, gain 5% total damage reduction, stacks up to 4 times, damage reduction buff applies for current combat. So that's a good defensive one to have, just for the reduction. And for the Monet bottom, for every 10 seconds, a combo charge attack that hit the enemy slows its move speed by 60% for 6 seconds. When combo hit count exceeds 30, gain 15% attack speed. So that allows for Shadow Knight to hit a lot faster, but also slows the enemy down by quite a bit, so you can really attack them in one area. So that's really good. Now as far as the skills, pretty much max all her skills out. I mean, as far as this, like, it's just basically that right there, because I just got to level 72. See, that's maxed out now. So that as far as everything else, I max all her skills out, and that's what you want to do if you have Shadow Knight, is to really max her skills out, because that's where she is phenomenal. So Shadow Knight is very free to play friendly as far as gears go. For her to perform really well is in her skill set. So you really want to max out her skills, make sure they're all maxed out, and you'll be good to go when it comes to Shadow Knight. You don't necessarily have to have the best gears on her. Obviously the gears make her more viable, but having her skills maxed out is what makes her really, really optimal. So that is Shadow Knight in a nutshell. So let's go ahead and jump into some gameplay now. As far as gameplay, I do have Affinity Abyss open. Now, as far as Affinity Abyss, I'm on Agony Abyss. Now, I didn't retain Red Lotus, not because I couldn't, just because I was lazy and wasn't paying attention and got knocked out of Red Lotus. So I'm going to go ahead and jump into the Agony Abyss. It's not Red Lotus, but she still holds her own. Now, I was playing with her in Red Lotus, and she was doing phenomenal there. She was fantastic. And obviously in Agony Abyss, she is just a powerhouse. So let's go ahead and jump into it, and I'll show you her right here in Affinity Abyss. And you saw my Abyss lineup. I have Celestial Hymn, Six Serenade, and now Shadow Knight, and it's just such a great combination for Affinity Abyss. I'm really, really happy with it. So the way I like to do this is I like to go ahead and group them up, just like that. Drop the cross down, just like that. Take her out for a second, because I want to break somebody's shield here, so I can proc 6S's, there you go, QTE, I forgot the word, there you go, QTE, and then I go right into the special here. Now, I'm going to go ahead and use 6S's special for a little bit, and then what I do is I take Shadow Knight back out, so Shadow Knight can really put some damage in. She's like my cleanup when it comes to Affinity Abyss, so I'll show you that in a second. I'm going to go ahead and knock these guys out here. Get that done. Now, since there's 2 creature types and Mecha has a strong affinity against creature types, I like to go ahead and take her out now, Shadow Knight, and use her here. So let's go ahead and do Eclipse mode right there. Boom. You see how the enemies are now gathered together? Let me get out of there. And this is where you can really let the hands fly, if you know what I mean. So we're going to go ahead and keep doing this. and just really just let her hands go. And you can see the damage, my boys. She really just outputs the damage, and she just absolutely kills it as far as damage output. So we're gonna keep going here, and let's just melt the health away. So the way you really want to use Shadow Knight, and the way you want to maximize her, is you want to do 3 hits of your normal, and then you want to go right into your heavy attacks, you can call it. So right there would be the heavy, as you can see, and you want to make sure you're in this circle here, because that's what's going to go ahead and allow you to do more lightning damage when you're in that circle. So let me go ahead and get her special back up, which actually already is. And that's another thing about Shadow Knight, her special is so quick to go ahead and get. Alright, so there we go. So let's go ahead and do it. There you go. So 3 hits of the normal, 1, 2, 3, and then you go right into the heavy attacks, and that's what does a lot of damage right there. So 1, 2, 3, right into the heavies, and that's where you're gonna really start melting the health. 2, 3, boom, right into it. Now as they get away from the circle, what you can do is you can apply the circle over here. Boom, there's the circle, and you're right back at it. And why I like Shadow Knight's gameplay so much, and her gameplay style, is she's a Valkyrie that you want to leave out, because she does more damage the longer she's out, just based off of her skill set and her moves. Where 6S, for example, is a switch in, switch out type of Valkyrie. You want to take 6S out, use her, do some damage, and then switch her out, and then bring her back in and repeat. Shadow Knight, you just want to leave her out, and that's what I love. I love to leave Valkyries out and just do damage and not switch in, switch out. And Shadow Knight is one of those types of Valkyries. There you go, boom, got it done and dusted. And you can see the damage she outputs even when she has type disadvantage or neutral damage. So let's go ahead and let's jump into another one, and let's see if we can do some more gameplay footage of her here. So in the comments below, go ahead and let me know if you pulled Shadow Knight. If you did, let me know how much you've been enjoying her as far as using her. Let me know if it's a gameplay style you really like, or let me know if it's one that you're not really too fond of, and you know, you don't really use her that often. Let me know in the comments below. I would love to hear what you guys have to say when it comes to Shadow Knight. So I'll show you guys how I actually do Infinity Abyss as a real run right now with this team setup. So we're gonna go ahead and just leave 6S out for a little bit while we do some good damage here. Now I like to leave 6S out for as long as her special is, and then once her special goes away, then I go ahead, see her special's gone, so I'm gonna go ahead and put her away. I'm gonna take Shadow Knight out, and we're gonna go right into Eclipse mode right there. And now we're gonna go ahead and do damage here. There we go. Let me do the weapon skill. There we go. And now we're just gonna put in work. You could just see how she just does so much damage. Oop, let me dodge there. Do that. Melted that guy. And you can see even with type disadvantage, you know, we can still do pretty decent damage. Let me go ahead and bring the circle over here. Alright, now I ran out of the special, so that's fine. Okay, now what I'm going to do is take her out now and try and get out of the way here because I'm getting destroyed. There we go. Out of the way. Now I'm going to take 6S back out because she has her special ready. Do the special, which does a lot of damage. Get that guy out of there. And we're going to go ahead and do this here. And now like I said earlier with 6S, I'm going to use her until the special is gone. Switch her out, bring Shadow Knight in, and Shadow Knight will close it up. So let's keep on going here. There we go. Alright, now the special's gone, so now I'm going to take Shadow Knight out. Do that there, get Eclipse mode, and we're going to go ahead and put work in here. And see if we can't go ahead and finish this up. There we go. And just keep, there you go, putting in the work. So right now we're in that circle, so we're doing a lot of lightning damage, but we're also have the attack speed up. We got some additional lightning damage because of the hit count, and we'll go back into Eclipse mode, and we're slowing the enemy down as well. Let's get the dodge there, and we're gonna go ahead and finish it up here. Boom, there you go. So that is Shadow Knight. That is gameplay of her as far as her and Affinity Abyss. She is phenomenal. She is one of my most favorite Valkyries to go ahead and use. She does a lot of good damage. She can survive. She has good tanking abilities as far as defense goes and movement. So she overall is just such a good Valkyrie, and I love using her. I use her on a lot of teams and different combinations. So that is going to be the video for today. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me actually see something here. Let me see, as far as the supply goes, I think I'm on the 10th pull, if I'm not mistaken. Let me see here. Yeah, it would be the 10th pull to go ahead and try and get that. And as you can see, I don't have enough for 10 pulls, unfortunately. Let me just do a YOLO single. See if I pull anything here on a YOLO single, and then we'll go ahead and end the video. So if you've been with me up to this point, I appreciate it. Oh, okay, was not expecting that, but there you go. We got a Tesla band top. That's awesome. I already have it, but that's still cool. I wasn't expecting that. So there you go. That was fire YOLO. Let me see here. What is going on? Yeah. Okay, I'll take that. Alright, my boys, so that was pretty fire. Anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, again, go ahead and drop a like, subscribe if you enjoyed the content, and hit the notification bell. I hope you found the video slightly informative and entertaining, or a little bit of both. Now, with that being said, I'm gonna get out of here. Remember to stand out, be different, have fun, go further beyond in everything that you do. And until next time, my boys, until next time, it's your homie Cody GT, and I'm out.